Hi everyone, it's Carolyn from True Crime Chat with Mommy Ramblings. I'm here with an update in the Vallow Daybell, Chad Daybell case. So today, following yesterday's new charges for the couple of first-degree murder and more, we'll go over the charges in just a second, they had arraignment hearings. So we're going to go over what happened at those hearings. They were very brief, and Lori's took a little bit of a different turn, so we'll talk about that as well. And if you're brand new to our channel, I urge you to click on the subscribe button in the lower corner of the video and become part of the greatest community on YouTube. Now let's see what's going on here. Okay, so just a quick recap. Yesterday, huge news came out, and it was about the indictments for Lori and Chad Daybell. And they were indicted on the charge of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and grand theft by deception for the death of Tylee Ryan. Lori and Chad were indicted on the charge of first-degree murder for the death of Tylee Ryan. Lori and Chad Daybell were indicted on the charge of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and grand theft by deception for the death of J.J. Vallow. Lori and Chad Daybell were indicted on the charge of first-degree murder for the death of J.J. Vallow. Lori and Chad were indicted on the charge of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder in the death of Tammy Daybell. Chad Daybell alone was indicted on the charge of first-degree murder in the death of his wife, Tammy Daybell. And then Lori Daybell was indicted on the charge of grand theft related to Social Security survivor benefits over $1,000 that were allocated for the care of minors Tylee Ryan and J.J. Vallow. They were appropriated after the children were missing and ultimately found deceased. She went ahead and even changed the bank accounts and everything, so it wasn't just like, this big oversight, if she wants to say it. She actually did things. Chad was indicted on the charge of insurance fraud related to two policies. He has two charges of this for each policy, both on Tammy Daybell, okay, for which he was the beneficiary. And in addition to those charges, additional details surrounded the deaths of Tylee, JJ, and Tammy were also released. We went over that. There's a video last night for the arrest warrants, but in that we learned that Alex Cox was a co-conspirator in these alleged crimes. Both Chad and Lori could face the death penalty because Idaho has the death penalty. Prosecutors could seek that. If they decide to not seek it, they could receive multiple life sentences with mandatory minimum of 10 years. Now let me get into what happened today at the hearings. So very short arraignment hearings for both of them. Chad appeared with his attorney John Pryor via Zoom. He had his charges read to him, and the judge said that Chad would be held without bail. There was no objection from his attorney John Pryor, and that was about the end of that. Very, very quick, but Lori's was even quicker. Lori appeared with her attorney Mark Means. There was a sidebar with Mark Means and the judge, and then Mark Means asked for a continuance, which means he wanted a postponement. So we're not told why he needed this postponement or what, and Special Prosecutor Rob Wood objected to the continuance. They also asked if Mark Means was going to be defending, if he intended to defend Lori Daybell in this case, and he said he was. So it's not clear why the continuance was issued by Judge Edens. Based on previous court hearings, we know that all of Lori's future court proceedings were put on hold in March for an undetermined amount of time and for an unknown reason. So who knows, right? Very strange stuff. It's very quickly over, and just, you blink, you miss it. Next court date for Chad is scheduled for June 9th, but it's not clear when Lori's next appearance is. Okay, when is, this going to be continued to? We don't know. Again, I just want to reiterate, the state of Idaho does have the death penalty if the prosecutor seeks it, and we don't know what's going on here, but I think probably a lot of people were disappointed that you couldn't even see Lori sit there while the charges were read, right? Anyway, that's it. That's all that's going on today with this case. Keep you abreast of any developments, but thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day. God bless. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.